Well, I'm absolutely terrified, really. I'm angry that he fell in love with her. I'm angry that the media crucified him. I'm angry because I've lost my home. You know, and
I've got a fucking self-destructive streak, I guess. You know, I don't want what's best for me, I want what's worse for me. I want loads of it, I guess.
you know, come Monday, we'll have the methadone then.
You know, I'm being recommended basically to inject heroin because it's cheaper. So to release the financial burden on my mum, I have to now, you know, pin up, which is completely the opposite of what I want to do. Because it's a much bigger buzz, it goes straight into your blood. It's much harder to get off.
I think, if I'm honest, I think it will always be a problem. You know, he has to completely change his lifestyle, change his friends, change his thinking pattern. But I think, you know, temptation will always be there.
Do you know that won't really make that won't affect me for 24 hours now. He said he'd put me on 60 ml, but I said 50.
Why 50?
Just a little less because I don't want to get too dependent on methadone because they won't do me a quick detox.
I think over this last 21 days, I, for the first time, have lived with it and seen it on a daily basis and realised what I'm up against. And, you know, the methadone, to me, I thought was going to be a miracle cure and a quick cure. And I realise now it's not.
Yeah, it's a bit strange going up here again. I ain't been up here for 4 years since the night I had the altercation. But it's been something I've wanted to do. I've wanted to come up here and just stand outside the pub and just see where I pissed away 2 years of my life. Yeah, so this is it, yeah. That's the place. Yeah. Probably shouldn't be around here. This is where I was when, just before I had my mate getting into that fight. I was having a piss right here. I heard him shouting, run round, seen them fighting. 5 seconds later, I've lost pretty much my life. I know that there's victims. I ain't the victim, I know that, but you know, it's such a pointless crime. It was such a waste of time for everyone, a waste of freedom and a waste of, you know, potential. From 24 to 26, whatever, I was in jail, or 25 to 27, just for that. You know, no, I don't mean just for that, because the fella was hurt, but I mean, for a fight, for a pub fight. I put it down to me losing my wife, me getting worse and worse on heroin, because I didn't want to accept I was leaving my wife. Everything. The consequences were just devastating, really. I should have just stayed here and carried on pissing. It was a scuffle, a fight. It got really out of hand. And I think I paid my price. You know, I paid my price for it. Yeah. Since then, from then to now, I mean, what I've ridden first class on aeroplanes and I've fucking tasted, you know, the cooking of the block.
The only thing I can control in my life is the Hoover. It's the one thing that doesn't shout and does exactly what I want it to do and what I want it to do. So the madhouse, I'm happy as long as I can vacuum and switch off. Sad, really. And he played to blow dry Denise's hair. Nippity. When he was supposed to be coming home for his home detention curfew, and they led us to believe that he would be allowed home. But unbeknownst to me at the time, the village had got together and had a secret meeting, and they didn't want him in the village.
I'm not ready, or wasn't ready, and never will be ready or comfortable with that type of lifestyle, where you just get thrown things, because I'd have been dead. I'd have been dead with that kind of money. But I did want to provide for my family. When it comes for that, I would do whatever it takes. Would I dress up in a catsuit and meow in front of half the country like, you know, supposed MPs or whatever? No, probably not, but I would do quite a lot to feed my brothers and make sure my mum was happy. You know, and, to a lesser extent my dad, but he can look after himself. But I'd like to retain some of my dignity, and that's why I wouldn't necessarily go in the jungle or whatever. Besides, nobody would want me in there now anyway, and I'm not even remotely, you know, celebrity material, thank God.
I'm absolutely sure you could get on it, Blake, if you wanted.
I know all I can do is just reach for those stars, and hopefully one day I'll make it. Hopefully one day.
Is that a joke?